Morning guys, G.I. Jason here. Hey, as you can tell, probably I am not on the GoPro today. Actually ran out of battery, so bad YouTuber. But we are here today at Cedarburg Maxwell Street Days. This is a 4-time-a-year event that takes place in Cedarburg, Wisconsin at Fireman's Park. It's an amazing place to find hidden treasures, lots of cool vintage stuff, especially toys. There's some toy vendors that come out, personal collections, people just clearing out their basements. So you never know what you're really going to find here. I have a couple Honeywells that I hit up every time, but it's always something new, always something fun to find. So we're gonna search through, and I'm gonna hit up some pro tips for you guys as we go through the event in case you want to come visit Cedarburg Maxwell Days. Like I said, 4 times a year, typically surrounds holiday weekend. So this is Labor Day weekend 2024. It's the Sunday before the holiday. The other times during the year, it usually kicks off after Memorial Day, or before Memorial Day, I should say, the Sunday before, and then it is the Sunday around July 4th, Labor Day weekend, and then it's one more time during the year, not around a holiday, it's in October. So 4 times a year. It is September 1st in Wisconsin, so daylight savings hasn't hit yet. The sun is just barely getting up. So pro tip number 1, especially for the October show, is bring a headlamp or bring a light, because it is almost 95% outdoors. So you want to make sure that you have light for the event. So pro tip number 2 is consider street parking. There is parking for the event, so if walking isn't your thing or you can't do too much walking, there is paid parking for the event, which all the proceeds for the food and the parking do go to the Cedarburg Fire Department, so there's a good cause for it. But if you need to save some of your money for treasures at the event, then street parking is available. You just kind of have to search for it. So there's a long line today, so I'm really excited to see what's in store. So let's get walking. We're about 2 blocks away, and we'll shoot some video once we get inside. All right, morning guys. So here we are, Fireman's Park. So as you can see, it's a big open air market. Like I said, 4 times a year, no entrance fee, but they do appreciate donations for the firemen here in Cedarburg. So there's about 10 to 12 rows of vendors through kind of the state fairgrounds, and then there are 2 outbuildings. I usually start in the outbuildings first, and then work my way to the outside vendors. Because it is an open air market, I mean, it's always weather dependent, so be knowledgeable of that. I guess pro tip number 2 would be, if there is rain predicted, that could have an effect on the hours of the event. So bringing a small umbrella or a rain jacket wouldn't be necessarily a bad idea. There are food vendors here, so you can always, bring an appetite. They cook brats.
Morning, YouTube.
There you go. This guy's happy.
Check
He's
us out.
excited. Check it. He's ready. He's got it.
Collectibles.
There you go. So you can always bring an appetite, or if you're kind of on a budget, you can always bring your snacks with you. So this is the first outbuilding. We're gonna check out a couple vendors here. And unlike many of my other videos, this isn't only toys. So you have everything from belt buckles to lighters to tappers to everything in between. Sports memorabilia, some collectible bats there. So this is one of my first stops typically. Sometimes they have good collectible toys. Got some blow molds out for Halloween coming up. Hardy Boy books. Morning. Some Barbie collectibles. really cool Smurf and Peanuts glasses. Some M&M collectibles. Find some cool superhero collectibles as well. Another, oh, this is a great vendor. I didn't realize they moved inside, so Toy Box Toys is out of West Bend. They always have good stuff. Some parts and pieces for the Motu Fright Zone, Slave One, Sectors. How you guys doing this morning? Good. You guys got a premium indoor spot, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, the summer shows, there's like not such great weather for...
No, and it is great weather today. But
Yeah,
it was nice being able to set up last night.
I bet, yeah.
Set up, having to wait till today.
Just takes one of those anxieties out about,
100%.
yeah.
Especially the last time we were here. We came here in the morning and the tent was going over destroyed.
Oh. Some good prices. Some nice clean He-Man, $10. Good for tuna. Nice Battle Cat for $15. Just missing his mask. All the LGN wrestlers, Andre the Giant. Big bag of turtles for $50.
I got a little seed in it.
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Some old episode 1 characters there.
Yeah, okay.
Guys always bring the good stuff. Toy Box Toys. West Bend, Wisconsin, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
We're doing a YouTube video, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we got our first deal of the day. So I bought from this guy last time, and I hit up this vendor again this show. So he has a lot of mint on card micro machines, which don't have the collectability as maybe, say Red Line Hot Wheels, but they still have a market. And he has incredible deals. So $5 for your sealed pack for 5 cars. These generally I'm looking on eBay comps. I'll throw them up anywhere between 20 and 30 bucks. So for $5, you can't really go wrong. And he made a group deal for me for all of his mint on card micro machines. So he had some double packs too that were for $10. So on average, I paid around $7 a pack for them. So really good deal. So micro machines, keep an eye out for them. turtles, $3. Not a bad price. It's a transforming turtle. This is an arm. Alright guys, pro tip number three is bring cash. Most of the vendors deal in cash here. There are some exceptions, but I would say for probably 99.9% of them, cash is king. So they do have 2 ATMs located here, one by the second outbuilding, and then one closer to the entrance, but there is a pretty high fee. I think it's $3 to $4. So if you have cash on hand, it always works better, and it makes it easier to make some deals. So, but if you run out or you forget, there are ATMs on the premises. All right, guys. So we've been here about half an hour so far. Only deal that I've really made is for the micro machines, but we just finished the second outbuilding, and now we're making our way into the outside booths. So hopefully some more deals to be found. Cash is holding up. Have some snacks on hand in case hunger hits. But I would say one other pro tip. So this is pro tip number 4, is to ensure that you're thorough in your searches. Sometimes even booths that don't look like they have any treasures, because they're, maybe dedicated to, let's say plants or crafts, or maybe, if you're a vintage boys toy collector like I am, they might be selling Barbie, but just like I do, when you pick up lots, they might get a deal on some boys toys, and you never want to miss out on something because you didn't stop by the booth and at least check it out. So I would say be thorough in your search, because you never know what diamonds are there in the rough. So we'll keep searching, we'll keep looking, and hopefully some more deals to be had. Okay, purchase number 2 for the day is this I think it's 1970s. Let's see. Yeah, 1978 die-cast land speeder. It is missing the front windshield, but for $4, I mean, can't really go wrong. Sometimes guys are looking because they're missing the figurines that go in these, so $4, not a bad grab. Another great find, guys. Digging through a bin for figures for $5. Found these 2 1988 RoboCop figures. One unmasked, one with a mask. These were great when they came out. They were cap action, so you could put the strips of caps in them and then pop them. So really cool. Vintage toys, great prices. Cedarburg, Maxwell Days, got to check it out. Alright guys, another place I always make sure I make a stop to is Make Sense Collectibles. They're located on the south side of Milwaukee, but they come out to the fair 4 times a year. And typically what they bring to the show is a lot of their, I think, overflow and discounted price stuff. So sometimes you can find some really great deals, so let's check it out. They got collectible magazines, which you don't always find a lot of places. So Fangoria. Sometimes they have some Wizards. They got some Nintendo Powers back there. Starlog. Hey, how's it going? Okay guys, so just like I said before, always check every booth. So I got a hot tip from a friend to check out this booth. So these folks actually sell blow molds and bottles, and they ended up having G.I. Joes, and I got a really sweet deal on 3 bags of all parts. Oh, that's not it. So kind of hard to see all ladies out at home, but really great deal for all the parts. So great deal. All right guys, so just taking a little break. The day is not over yet. We just made a great deal at that vendor booth with the parts. So I'm taking a break, getting some sustenance. I did have to break down and use the ATM, not once, but twice, to ensure that I could get enough money to make the deal. But we definitely will do a spread out at home. But essentially what they did was they broke down and sold me the rest of the parts. So all these cardboard trays are filled with G.I. Joe parts. And then they also made a deal for all the vehicles on the table. So it was a really good deal. There are some key pieces in there that I got. Some stabilizer wings for a Sky Striker for $1 a piece. I got the periscope for the Night Viper for $1. So, I mean, it was crazy deals. And then the vehicles broke down. I think I got 5 or 6 big vehicles for about $100. And one of those vehicles is pretty much a complete Dragonfly with a working propeller. So, I mean, really couldn't pass up on the deal, even despite the ATM fees. But I am going to go back for round 2 now and see if there's anything left to get from the rest of the vendors. And my wife and son are coming out, so maybe we'll get some footage with them as well. So, all right, back to the hunt. Hey guys, so we're back at G.I. Jason Central, and I'm going to show you what we all got in the haul today. Sorry about that, I had it in the wrong view. So overall for the day, I think we did pretty well for, I mean, the initial purchase of the micro machines, the collector books and magazines, the die-cast Star Wars, we got some RoboCop, and then obviously my big impulse or my big compulsion is G.I. Joe, and definitely made out today. Probably one of the best days I've had at the Cedarburg Maxwell Days to date. Despite there being less retailers, we still ended up pulling away probably one of my greatest hauls. So I'm going to still go, despite there being, you know, less vendors. There's still good finds to be had. And I did forget that my wife stopped by, and before she left, she found a garage sale right next to the Maxwell Days, and ended up pulling out some original red line Hot Wheels. So that was also a good grab. So just goes to show there's always good grabs to be had. So I would continue to recommend checking out those local flea markets. If you are in the Wisconsin area, Cedarburg Maxwell Days, 4 times a year, usually around a holiday weekend, starting in May all the way through October. Free admission, free parking if you park on the street. Great finds to be had. If you're not a toy collector, there's still some amazing stuff you'll probably see in the video. But for toy collectors, there's probably no better place. And like I said, you always got to check what the vendors will have, because sometimes these folks don't even sell toys. They sell bottles and collector glass, and they just ended up getting this in the estate sale. So it was a really great grab for me. I'm pretty sure they made out pretty well on it. I also want to give a big shout out to Dean from the Toy Cave, who was there from West Bend. He ended up picking a few things before I got to it, but we kind of helped each other out and found some great grabs. So thanks to Dean from the Toy Cave. Give him a follow. I'll make a link down below. And then I'll also put a link down below for the Maxwell Street Days. So thank you guys for tuning in, and check out my next haul that I'll share in a future video that I just picked up with some other great finds. Take care.